Hello everyone, and welcome back to Remains to be Seen, the D&D show where one group's past could determine the other group's future. I am your host and DM, Rover Elliott, pronouns he, they, and today I am here with...
Alyssa, she, her, and happy that we have our whole party now!
Rick, he, him, and I'm very excited to see where this whole encounter goes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Zoe, she, they, and I am scared for this next encounter, but it's fine.
Mike, he, him, and I'm just happy to be here.
Mike's here!
Oh.
Mike's here! Woo! Let's go!
We got Mike
Let's
now!
play some D&D, baby!
All our mics probably peaked, I'm so sorry. However, who are you guys playing?
Yitri, she, her, and I am double caffeinated right now and ready to either be professional or fight someone. I don't really know what's going on right now.
Pierre Ardoise, he, him, and I am feeling incredibly protective right now.
Aleks, he, him, and I just don't want to be here right now. I want to leave.
Koltrast, he, him, and my god, I've got to get these people out of this situation.
So, our new player, can you please explain what happened in the previous episodes or episode?
In the previous episode, the gang met up with my character at Manchester Station and were whisked off to a coffee shop just around the corner to find the contact that my character had been informed of prior to. And we've ended up in a bit of a sticky situation. After a small exchange over a coffee shop table, which ended up at gunpoint, we ordered 4 coffees and had a lovely chat about who we were and who we weren't. And then we found ourselves locked in with 2 people we'd never met before, and we don't know if we're going to leave.
All right. So, we have currently at the counter, we have Aleks and Pierre, and we have Carl, the barista or bartender, whatever you want to call it.
Bartender.
It's coffee with alcohol.
Bartender, we're going to keep calling it
Carl
bartender.
the bartender.
Carl the bartender locked the door on them, and we have Cole and Yitri together with this probably contact Eloin next to them, and they just pushed Yitri down back on the chairs and slid a missing person poster towards her with Alex's face on it. So, we'll pick up from there. This has just happened, Yitri.
Yes. She's looking at the paper, and it's very clearly Aleks, and Aleks is also standing right there, is the thing. So
they have not noticed.
She's gonna kind of look up at Aleks and look back down at the paper. Look up at Aleks again, and back down at the paper, and kind of look at Eloin, kind of like, shouldn't she? He's literally right there. Why are you asking me? Kind of thing. But she's like, and she's like, so you're asking if this person is, nope. Okay. How do I want to go about doing this? She's gonna kind of be like, if you're our contact, shouldn't you know everyone who's in our group?
If you think I've been informed well, then you are clearly mistaken.
Look, same boat. I'm in the same exact boat as you because we don't know anything. We weren't told anything. So, I get you. Also, did she notice that the door was locked?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Where did my dice
You
go?
got this, Yitri.
Come on, man.
I don't know where my good dice went that I was rolling with.
Alex and Pierre also giving you a perception check to see if you guys can overhear the
I
conversation.
got a 5!
No.
I can't do my cool thing.
Yitri!
You have not even noticed that Carl has moved.
Okay.
21.
Jesus.
Alex is overhearing this. Pierre?
5. Oh, sorry, 6.
Pierre, you are focused on Alex, who is clearly panicking, and Alex can notices everything that's happening at that table. Yitri, the door's fine. The door's not unlocked. What do you mean?
Meanwhile,
Not unlocked? Not locked.
Meanwhile, Cole is looking over at both of them, simultaneously, trying to weigh up the situation, with one person claiming that they also weren't informed, and another person claiming that they don't know anything about the wanted poster. And he looks over at Alex, and is like, he just points, and then gestures for Alex to join the table.
Look, I was getting there. I just needed to suss out the situation. I was gonna get there.
Eloin turns their head to Alex. Now I need to know, Alex, are you looking at the group, or are you turning away?
I am currently looking at the locked door.
At the locked door. I'm gonna see if they now do recognize you, or if they're still... That
Put on a mustache. Put on a mustache.
They are...
Alex is standing there, just hand on, finger on his lips, no, it's not me.
You can't see me.
And they frowned for a moment, and they clearly seemed to be thinking, and then they looked down at the wanted poster and looked back up. They fold the paper back in and puts it in his pocket and goes, "Oh, you guys are professionals. Good to know." Stands up, walks to Alex, puts a hand on his shoulder, and is like, "I think you need to come with me."
And Alex kind of tenses under the touch, and he basically looks anywhere but Eloin's face, and he's very clearly scared. I don't think I will. I have no business with you.
I think I have to. And then they, from the hand that is not on your shoulder, seems to grab something below their coat.
Oh, Cole sees that, right? Cole's got a clock. Do you want me to roll for it?
Go for it.
Okay, perception, right?
Yeah, go for perception check.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So it's 19.
Oh, you definitely see that.
Okay. Cole sees Eloin reaching for something and stands up from the table and walks over, puts his hand firmly on Eloin's shoulder and is like, "Don't do anything stupid. We can still walk away from this."
Roll me initiative, everyone.
I was trying to avoid that.
Question.
Yes.
Where's Pierre in all this?
You're right there, man.
Yeah,
you are
there.
right there in the middle of all of this.
Oh, I thought I didn't notice
You're
any
right
of this.
there. No,
You are next to me.
At the moment that Eloin went to Alex, you can see this. The only thing you didn't notice was what they were talking about at the table.
Oh, I see.
I would like initiative.
I got a 5.
I got a 7.
Okay, hold up. So, initiative, basically, when things are going into either combat or you need to kind of understand how things are going in time-wise, we roll initiative, which is basically, you roll your d20, you add your dexterity modifier or any other bonuses on if that's told in either feats or other type of stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna have to write this down. Oh god, this is gonna be crazy. Alright. So we have do we have anyone above 20?
No, we do not.
Between 19 and 15? Yeah, what do you have, Pierre?
16.
Ah.
Everyone else is a single digit.
Pierre the unobservant.
He just saw that someone started pulling out a gun. He was like, "Oh shit, I got a gun."
Oh,
You
fuck.
you said you're ready to
Right,
protect, so you were.
Yeah, I was gonna protect Alex, but I guess I was stupid enough to not notice. Yeah.
Between 5 and 10?
I got 5.
Yeah, 7.
Everyone else,
All right.
basically.
All right, Alex, and then 7 was
Yep.
Cole, right?
Yeah.
And then Yitri with
5.
Got it. So between that, we also still have a Carl who's also there, I guess.
Yeah. He's still standing at the door that he locked.
All right. So, Pierre, you see all of this go down. You have seen Elowin reach into in the inside of their jacket, and Cole putting a firm hand on their shoulder and basically warning them. It's your turn.
How far away am I from Elwyn?
I will say not that far. I would say about 5 feet.
Okay. Pierre will walk up to them and be like, Hold the phone there, mate. Hold the phone. There's no need to do anything here. We're just gonna get out. And that's that.
Pierre the peacekeeper.
Roll me a persuasion check.
They told us only to hurt people if it was needed. So Pierre's gonna live by that. Okay. Persuasion. Persuasion. 15.
15.
For the record,
I hate this
Rover
goddamn game.
just put his head in his
I hate
hands.
this goddamn game.
He seems devastated.
So, we're out of initiative.
Shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! That one! Oh.
Let's go.
He
Let's
dared
go.
the go. Oh my god! I was
Pierre
like,
the unobservant peacekeeper.
I was fully ready to fight.
Yeah.
I need this on the record. I am, and have always been, this has been a curse. Any other dice than a specific d20 in the bag that I have, I never roll well, except for that dice. And that dice has been gone for about 4 weeks. 4 weeks, 4
Been
months,
on
hold up.
holiday.
And I rolled it last time, and it was a 1 again. So now all of my dice are fucking cursed, or I am. Anyway, you guys are out of
Good for
initiative. Elowin puts whatever they had back in, and holds up their hands. It's like, fine. What do you want? Let me go. I just need to take him with me. I am noticing, by the way, that Elowin's accent is changing.
Who are they pointing to?
Alex.
Alex. No, you don't. Talk to me first. What's going on? Talk me through it.
Give me another persuasion check. Actually,
Cole is like flabbergasted that this is the approach that you've taken. He's trying to play it cool, but like you can see that if you're really good at perception, you can see that there's just this look of like, what the fuck did you just say? That comes across his face.
Yitri is like white knuckling her axe and looking at everyone around like fully. She was ready, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like she's actually like mouthing, like, "What the fuck?"
with a nat 1, I'm gonna say you don't even have to roll another persuasion check. They stand there with their hands up in the air and it's like, I need them for my boss.
Your boss being?
If I don't bring this person to him, I am fucked.
Well, if you take them, you're also fucked. So choose.
Yitri, how's it going over
She's
there?
looking around like, what is happening? Well, she's like just frantically, like her head is like whipping between everyone in the room, and she's still like holding her axe. She's like, what? She's just like so confused, like how this is happening. Like Pierre just said, don't. And now everyone's like, yeah, we're just not going to do it. What? That's not how things work.
So here's how this is going to go down. You're going to sit down at that table, and my colleague here is going to ask you some questions. Understand?
Fine. And they kind of try to slowly back away towards the table that you guys were sat at.
What is Carl doing?
Yeah, what is Carl doing?
He left. He
Is
didn't
he
want
still
to
at the door?
Carl is looking at this, still at the door, and actually, Alex, give me a perception check. With advantage, because I want you
because
to.
I want you to know this.
I want you to look. I want you to see.
Yeah, I want you to see this.
The advantage didn't really help. Wait.
But if it's shit, then it's still shit.
Yeah. 12.
Oh no, that's all good. You can see that his hand goes behind his back, and then you hear a click of the door unlocking. So they go to sit at the table, place their hands very carefully onto the table. Like, so what do you want to know?
Cole looks at Pierre.
Who sent you here? Why are you after Aleks?
Well, I'm pretty sure you will have also noticed that he is missing. I'm just trying to, bring him back for his family. Give me an insight check.
Both of us?
I was gonna say,
Everyone
I'm
give me an
inciting
insight
that
check.
shit.
Okay.
If I
All
need
right.
to know, by the way, is Alex also now sitting at the table?
No, he's kind of standing off to the side. Because he's not at the table, but he's closer to the table than he was before, but he is keeping his distance to Elwyn and is kind of like rooted to the spot.
Yeah. Carl is definitely keeping an eye on you.
Nat 20.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Which check again?
Insight.
Insight, yes.
Also, real question. If someone crits, but they have a negative, does it still count as a crit? Because my insight's -1.
It still counts as a crit. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If it's a natural 20 is a natural 20. I don't
Yay.
give a shit about your modifiers. Except for if it's like a +12, then having a 32 is kind of cool. However, yeah. So you rolled on that 20. Then I want, insight check from Cole and Pierre.
Mine was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
14.
Okay. Pierre, you aren't necessarily sure if he's telling the truth or not, and Cole and Yitri can immediately tell, like, he's
Bullshit.
talking garbage. Like, this is not what he's looking for. There is other stuff going on. You can see that he is kind of shifting their gaze between you guys and Aleks as well, in a sort of like panicky way.
Cole's gonna walk up to the table from where he was stood around Pierre to sort of like give Pierre a sightline and slam his hand down on the desk and go, "Tell him the truth!"
Damn, I was gonna do that, but you did it a lot better than I was going to. But
Hey, can you get? You know what? Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
All right, okay.
Because that was cool.
because I was about to do the exact same thing. I hope you know. I was literally about to be like, she's gonna slam her hand on the table and be like, bullshit. But you did it cooler.
I think it is even more fun if you guys both do this at the same
my
time.
God.
That's why you have advantage,
So-
because you're helping.
The first one that I rolled was a 16. The second one that I rolled was a dirty 20.
Makes sense, the dice know. So, hands on the table, and you
Actually-
can see that they
Actually, Yitri's gonna put her axe on the table and like kind of lay it there and do nothing with it and just kind of put it there.
Oh, amazing.
And then it's also a giant battle axe, so she's gonna lay it down on the table and then let Cole talk.
Got it. So they flinch for a moment, and it's just saying, fine. I'm working for Chester King. I'm not sure if that name is of any importance to anyone except for this guy over there. And they hint towards Aleks. And listen, if I wasn't terrified of the man before, I am now. I don't know where he is. However, he's told me to bring him somewhere. And that's all I know.
Where did he tell you to bring him? She kind of starts inching the axe a little closer on the table towards
Chesterfield.
I'm sorry, wait. Chester King told you to send him to Chesterfield?
I know it's...
I'm sorry. That's really... Oh, I know this is serious.
They get so red in the face.
I know this is really serious, but... Oh my god, wait, He had to have done that on purpose. I'm sorry, he had to have. Like, was that planned?
Yitri, to business, please.
Cole puts a very gentle hand on Yitri's shoulder.
Okay.
Not in a threatening way, but just in a very gentle...
She takes a deep breath and's like, okay, continue. Sorry. Continue.
Cole looks back at Pierre.
Pierre just nods at Cole as to what he just said.
He nods back.
Listen, man, I don't know what to do either. I just need him there. And this is a problem for everyone, okay? I don't even know if dying is the right word for it, but I do not want to become death itself.
Well, that's kind of a leap from dying to death itself. I feel like that's kind of dramatic leap.
If I was being dramatic, you guys would have known this is... I'm
not saying you're being dramatic. I'm just saying, like, that's a...
Fine.
What's Aleks looking like right now?
Shaken.
Cole takes a half step back and looks at the scene in front of him and says, "Listen, from one person to another, I can see you're in trouble. But threatening these people is not the right way to go about it. Now, you know some things about why we're here, and we know very little about you. So if you come with us, you'll at least be okay for the time being, while we can figure this mess out. But if you pull anything or put a single hand on them, this changes. Understood?"
Give me either an intimidation or persuasion, whatever you want to do.
Ooh, you're going to let me choose? Oh, are you so kind? You're so silly.
I love the contrast between Cole and Mike. It's so funny.
It's so good. It's so good.
What did you say, sorry?
Intimidation or persuasion, depends on what you want to do.
Okay, I'll go with intimidation.
Got it.
It's a 13.
Okay. Fuck the dice. The dice can go fuck themselves.
Can that be the name of this episode? It just fuck the dice.
They say, I cannot go with if I am gone for longer than I'm supposed to be. Once again, I am fucked.
Fucked in what way?
You have no idea what there is in there. I don't know what it is even. I can't go with. I can only give information. I will not set a foot near Manchester University, okay?
Why Manchester University?
It's very specific. Did you get, like, kicked out or something?
He looks over at Aleks and is like, something like that.
Okay, so you can't we can't exactly leave you here, and we can't give you what you want, and you can't come with us. So either way, I think your options are just gotta weigh which one are you less fucked over by.
Like my colleague says, I think your usefulness to us has ended. Leave.
Right, yeah.
I would rather die at the hands of you guys, or leave, than I would to go back to him.
Then I suggest you leave.
Give me another persuasion check. With advantage.
While you're rolling the persuasion check, Cole is going to walk around. Oh my god, what was their name again? Elowin.
Elowin, yeah.
Yeah. So while you're rolling that, Cole is going to walk round to the other side of Elowin, so he puts himself in a position to look towards the door over Elowin.
I roll a 16.
16. Cursed dice.
That's like
come
really
back.
intimidating in this party. That's awesome.
Oh.
I should call them cursed dice more often.
Oh, fuck.
No.
He looks back to Cole before looking back to Aleks and is like, fine, I'll leave. As long as I can take him with me.
Cole takes a half step backwards and prepares his wings and flaps them towards him and casts Gust of Wind with a view to blowing him through the window.
Yes?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Explain to me
Holy
what Gust
shit.
of Wind is.
So, Gust of Wind is an ability that Aarakocra have. Because they get the Wind Caller feat, which allows them to cast Gust of Wind. So, Gust of Wind, it is what it says it is. Gust of Wind is an ability that allows you to cast a channel of wind in whatever direction that you want to. I think it's over 30 feet? Is it 30 feet? Hold on, let me double check. 60 feet, sorry. So you cast a channel of wind over 60 feet long and 10 feet wide in any direction, which is why I put Cole facing towards the door, so that if this went bad, he has a clear channel past or everyone else through that way.
Does Elowin need to make any check or something?
Let me check. I would guess that it would be a strength check. Hold on. Yes, it's a strength saving throw.
Okay. Pulling the stat block back. Alright, that was definitely not necessary. And it's fucking strength. So, Gust of Wind happens. This fella was not prepared for any of this. And flies through the window onto the ground. And you can see as the glass shatters, you can see the cuts happening on their face as the glass slides through the flesh there. And he is like, oh, and he's on the ground, and you can see Carl in the corner just looking at Elowin, looking at the group, and then just says, I saw nothing.
That's right, you didn't see anything. And she, Yitri grabs her axe off the table and holds it up and is like, that's right, you didn't see anything.
So yeah, this Elowin is now out of the coffee shop.
Cole turns immediately to Aleks and is like, we need to leave right now. And grabs you by the arm. Not in a threatening way, but in a I'm gonna move you kind of way.
Yeah.
And starts to persuade you towards the door.
There is no persuasion. Aleks lets himself be moved. He's on board completely.
So are you guys going through the door or through the broken window? Because there's both options.
Cole takes Aleks by the shoulder and just obviously not forcefully, but with a little bit of force, enough to just move them in the direction as they step through the hole that was the front window, looks over at Elowin and goes, negotiations are over, and then walks around the corner and off into the night.
Whew. Whew.
Pierre and Yitri, do you guys follow?
I walk through the front door, actually.
Yitri's gonna follow Pierre and be like, I'm so glad this guy is on our side because holy shit.
I agree with you. So I walk up to the bartender and say, listen, sorry for the hand thing. Sorry. And he rumbles through his bag, gives him a bunch of coin.
How much? I need to know.
15 gold.
Damn!
15 gold? Alright.
Sorry for the damages.
Take that off of your coin chart. And he's like, thank you. I promise I saw nothing.
Much appreciated, mate. And as quickly as he did that, he's gonna just walk through the door and out.
Carl yells after Pierre. Also free coffee!
Thanks!
So yeah, you guys, this final thing, Elowin kind of, like, stumbles up and then, like, even more, like, kind of rushes away further, into Manchester, not the way that you guys are going.
Do we see him, scamper off?
You can see him scamper off, absolutely.
Pierre mumbles under his breath, punk.
Oh, fucking got him, Pierre. Fucking got him. Let's go. Yeah.
You show him!
Yeah.
Pierre's like, okay, we can talk this through, you know? Walk me through it. You know, we can have this conversation. Oh, you are blown through the window? Oh, we're running away? Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Pierre's had
Fuck
enough.
that guy. Oh, man.
Oh god. Okay, you guys are headed back off into the night. It's about we're getting towards 11:30 right now in the evening.
So at this point, I think after we can see that the coast is clearer, Cole still obviously like not holding Aleks anymore, but gently has an arm sort of like shadowing behind to usher you forwards. Is like, that Pierre is one hell of a negotiator. Where did you guys train?
I met Pierre today. I don't know.
What? You don't know each other?
No.
My God. As he silently continues ushering you down the street, looking for signs to Manchester University.
Can Pierre try to catch up with Aleks and Koltrast?
Yeah, Yitri too.
You can just do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. I don't control you guys. Hey. I control Elowin. Elowin's fucked.
Pierre catches up to, is what I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Yitri follows, like, very closely behind and is, like, kind of just... Do we hear the conversation that happened? Like, do like, Pierre and I hear that, Cole was like, you don't know these people?
How audible is it?
Is this conversation being held... Yeah, how audible? Is it in a stealthy way?
I mean,
or...
I think he was sort of like, because he's quite close to Aleks, he was sort of like, not whispering, but certainly saying in hushed tones, like, you know, because he doesn't want to... Mm-hmm. We've already caused quite a scene. I think he just wants to get out of this situation.
Yeah.
So.
Then, because you guys were catching up, I will say this time you can't hear it without rolls.
Fair enough.
So... You guys want to head to Manchester University?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get scholarly and shit. I don't know.
Get scholarly in the middle of the night. All right.
I mean,
No,
it's
it's closed, is
like,
it not?
what are we gonna do there?
Yeah, it's closed, is it not? Yeah.
We can't even get in.
It's quite closed. But if you guys want to head there, absolutely.
How close is it to our current location, actually?
We'll say about 15 minutes walking.
But still, what are we gonna do there then?
Maybe there's a security guard there that we can ask to open the door for us.
Actually, wait. Sorry, this is a little bit of a personal question. How much does Aleks weigh?
72 kilograms.
72 kilos. Okay, give me 1 second. 72.
I wrote it down today when I did the character sheet again, so... randomly, it was still in my mind.
Hold on, I'm just doing some maths.
I think I know where this is going.
Wait, yeah. So that. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, it's... Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay, so it's not... times that. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. Perfect. So...
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Right, sure, yes.
As we're walking up to Manchester University, Cole, Pierre, and Yitri obviously have been like in quite close proximity. I assume we're all walking quite close together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Cole knows that Aleks is a wanted person, and sees obviously that the doors are locked. Most of the lights are off. I assume, apart from like a few lights that might still be on.
Yeah, there are. What you can see when you get to the first building, if you look through the archway, you can see multiple buildings. Imprecise, there are 6, and one of them has a looks like this dormitory, and some of the lights are still on. Yes.
Okay. Cole's going to turn to Aleks, and say, "We need a vantage point. Hold on." And is going to grab you under the arms and fly up to the top of the nearest building.
You're leaving the
I
others
checked
behind.
the weight capacity on Cole, and apparently with my strength modifier times by 15 pounds, I can lift you easily.
Okay.
Wait, do you do this as we arrive?
Yep.
Just without any prompt?
Yep.
Okay, so I first want to know, on any other building or on the university building?
On the university building.
On the university building. Okay, Pierre and Yitri.
Hi.
Cole just kidnapped Aleks.
What are you doing?
Like, not actually kidnapped, but there goes Cole. And you can see that they land on the quite, like, to make this actually clear now, I keep meaning to say University of Manchester, however, Manchester University is just going to stay in there for now.
I think it's okay.
But I mean University of Manchester. So, you guys get onto the roof. Are you going for the roof of the building, or on the roof of the multiple towers that are in
Just
that
on the
building?
roof of the building, for a vantage.
Got it, on the roof of the building. So when you are on the roof of the building, you can see in the middle the small plaza that is in the center of it, and then around you can see there is a huge building for a library. There's a huge building for the School of Magic. The main building that you are on top on is for the most known studies. You're looking at things like archaeology, kind of just stuff like that. There's a greenery. I need to check my notes because I probably forgot something. And there's the dormitory, yeah. And a big building for Bard College. That's the one I forgot.
Cole and Aleks touch down on the roof, and as soon as Alex's feet hit the ground and we're down safely, Cole is going to turn to Aleks and say, "You've been quiet. Are you okay? That was a lot."
No, not really.
Okay.
I knew it would be, well, let's call it dangerous to go back here, but I didn't think something would happen so soon.
Well,
I guess
listen.
I was hoping nothing at all would happen.
Listen. For now, you're safe on this roof, okay? What I need you to do is I need you to find an entrance. I'm going back for the others.
I could do that.
Okay. As he takes back off and goes back over to find the other two.
I like this caring side of Koltrast, holy shit.
So, before Koltrast lands back down, Yitri and Pierre, do you guys do anything?
I had a plan, but it kind of goes out the window.
He just flew off!
Okay, here's the deal. Okay.
Yeah?
So I can get you up there, kind of, if you want me to.
How?
Do you want to follow them? Hey. You want to follow them to see if Cole's doing some shady shit?
I don't want him to hurt Aleks.
I don't either.
Yes! You get me up there!
Okay, I'm gonna use Can I use face up in this situation?
Yeah? I'd say so.
Is this building 30 feet away?
I would say so.
She's gonna step forward, kind of dig her heel in the ground, put her hand on Pierre's shoulder, and use face step, and he's going to plop right in front of the other two.
So, Cole, as you are saying, I'm gonna go back for the others. You just how do you think, does face step for you have a look of things?
Ooh.
Part of me wants to be like, it'd be funny if he just popped in, like pop. But I think what would actually happen, since she is a spring eladrin, I think like a gust of wind and like some leaves would like kind of you know when like, okay, I don't know how to describe this without using my hands. So you know when the leaves just kind of go like this sometimes, like a little tornado,
like a swirl,
yes,
yeah.
It does that, and then Pierre kind of shows up. So it does like a little leaf tornado, and then like Pierre. Shows up.
Wait, only I, not you?
Only Pierre. I can only teleport other people. I can't teleport myself.
Oh, I feel kind of nauseous for that.
So Pierre's now in front of you. Yeah, so when Cole says, I'm going to go back for the others, Pierre's there.
Oh, yes.
What?
So
Pierre's there.
Cole says, I'm going to go back for the others. And then this puffer, is it like a puff or is it like a whirlwind? How does it look?
A whirlwind, that's the word. A whirlwind of leaves.
Okay, so a whirlwind of leaves appears next to him, and he looks at these two and smiles and murmurs to himself, they had to be professionals. And then carries on walking with Aleks towards the door that we're looking for.
You're leaving Yitri at the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were together. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No. I just want, yeah. I mean, can I tell it? Because I think I wrote it down. Hey, let me just triple check.
Can you read what it does?
Let me just
basically?
get that. I should have opened my Yitri Master Doc way before.
That's so good.
I
just enjoy the fact that I had everything planned, and I knew that I was like, they're gonna break into the university, and my brain was just like, no, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do it, no.
So you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Once you use this trait, you cannot do it again unless you finish a long or short rest. When you reach 3rd level, your face step gets an additional effect based on your season. If the effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier. So when you use it, you can touch a creature up to 5 feet of you, teleports them to it teleports instead of you, appearing in an unoccupied space for your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. So basically, I can just touch someone and they just are gone. So it's basically banishment, but like not.
So the roof would not be 30 feet up. However, because it's cool, I will allow you to do this.
I love
for
rule of
flavor.
cool. It's 30 feet like away, I think, but not 30 feet up.
Yeah, the building is 30 feet away. However, up is definitely more than 30 feet. But yeah, I'll allow this. Yeah.
Can I retcon something then?
Mm-hmm.
So Pierre appears in a whirlwind of leaves. Cole walks past him, taps him on the shoulder and says, "You're a hell of a negotiator." Turns backwards and just falls backwards off the building before spreading his wings and going down for Yitri.
God, this character's so cool.
Pierre was looking down, kind of because he was kind of feeling nauseous, and he just feels this tap on his shoulder and turns to look, sees a bird man just fall down. What is going on? What is going on?
Amazing.
And he kind of walks over towards Aleks.
So Cole, do you also want to pick up Yitri?
Yes, please. I'm going to pick up Yitri.
All right. You guys pick up Yitri, get back on the roof. All right. Aleks, can you give me a... what do we want to do? Let's say perception check with advantage. I'd say you know the buildings well enough because you've been here for multiple years. However, you have yourself never been on the roof. I will still give you advantage though.
Okay. Alright. Okay, that is a 22.
Dang.
There are on the roof. There are classrooms that have those. There are these tilted windows that kind of go diagonal onto the roof.
Skylights.
Yeah, skylights. That you know that Mr. Harrison, your transmutation teacher, always has open to kind of let cool air in because it's such a warm classroom in there. So he always leaves it open on just like a little bit. So you technically think that you could see if you can open it further and get you guys in there from the roof.
Pierre walks up to Aleks. What are we doing here? We are here in business for the crown. We don't need to sneak in.
Do you think I don't know that? I was suddenly on this roof. I was flying, Pierre, and I didn't even know why.
And Pierre puts a hand on, reaches up, puts a hand on Alex's shoulder.
I will say it will be the upper, like the bicep.
Oh, okay. Puts a hand on your bicep. Are you okay? Did he do anything to you?
No, nothing.
Sorry, I was a bit worried of you. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
What is going on with you? You were getting arrested at the palace, and now you're... What's going on? Tell me. I'm here.
And Aleks looks like very, very conflicted. Pierre, I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
What kind of look does Aleks have in their eyes?
His eyes.
Oh, his
He,
eyes.
him pronouns, by the way, Rick.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's still pretty scared, but also a mix of like kind of pleading for you to understand, but also being sorry that he can't tell you more than that.
Pierre's just out of character. Pierre's an absolute. He can't handle when someone, looks either scared or pleadingly. He cannot handle that.
Pierre, the emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, he's perfect. I love you, Pierre.
Pierre lets out a deep sigh. All right. I'll trust you on this. Please come back to me when you feel like talking. Okay? I'm here for you.
Thank you.
And then he turns to look out together with you.
This is so sweet, and then I remember they met 6 hours ago.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why Aleks isn't saying anything.
It's so good.
That's
I
what
love
makes it
Pierre.
so sweet. These are two people who
Oh my
don't know
God.
each other at all. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I love them so much.
Oh. Oh.
Stop the episode here. It's done. Emotions are done. No. All right. So, yeah, you know a way in, Aleks.
Yeah.
And everyone's now currently also back on the roof.
I was going to say, as Yitri and I land next to you,
Are we just all looking out over the campus?
we can be.
Just all standing in a
You
line.
guys get out also
It's like
campus.
we built this
And-
city.
When you are not looking at the campus, you look back and you can see. Hold up. I have an actual calendar for this campaign, so I want to know what day it is. It is a Tuesday. Love it.
It's a fucking Tuesday.
Love me some Tuesdays.
So you can see that there are still some people outside, and the lights for specific bars are still on. However, you can see that as night is falling, the last bit of lights are slowly turning off as well. We are currently officially in midnight. I will say, just as a notice, if you guys do not rest in the next 6 hours, you guys are going to have to make saves to make sure that you guys don't get exhausted.
Exhaustion, yeah.
Oh, we should definitely rest here.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You know the way in.
Wait, was the train ride not a rest? We had like food and coffee.
I will say it could be a short rest. However, it's still not a long
Being a
rest.
long one,
Yeah.
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 Go for it. What do you guys want to do?
Before we go in, should we maybe take a second and, like, breathe? We've been kind of going back to back to back to back with a lot of stuff. Like, Aleks almost got taken. We just met Cole, like, and, you know, we've only been doing this job for, like, a day. I think we need, like, a bit of a breather. I don't know about you guys, but also if you want to be teleported again, Pierre, I gotta rest a little bit before I can do that again.
All right. Well, tell you what. How much time do we have? We can't be wasting too much time.
Yeah, of course.
And he's asking the group, like, how much time?
Cole checks his pocket watch.
Cole's checking a pocket watch. You have about... Most people start coming into the university. Aleks also knows this. Around 7. Like, 7 is officially when teachers start arriving and stuff like that.
What time is it now?
It is now 12 a.m.
Midnight. Okay.
All right.
It's now exactly midnight.
So Cole obviously says this.
Tell you what. We have 2 options. We either go in now, or we do this legitimately and come back tomorrow. You guys' choice. I trust you guys.
What? We're on the roof? And you...
We can always back out.
Didn't you just teleport up here for this purpose?
Should we just keep going then? I mean, like, I don't know.
I think that's a good idea.
We can maybe take a...
Aleks, like, turns around to the skylights. Well, if nothing has changed, these should be open right now.
I'm assuming you go and try the skylight? Or...
I'm just pointing at them.
Oh, well, Cole
I'm
walks over
giving
to
the
the
option.
skylight.
Like, these should be open. Have fun.
Yeah, Cole walks over to the skylight and tries to see if they'll lift. Gently, obviously.
They'll lift. They are not locked.
Perfect. Cole's like, here, this is our ingress. Who's going first? Well, don't all jump at once.
I'll go first. I'll do it. I got it.
Okay. How far is it down?
Yeah.
Not that far. I would say you can just kind of jump down without taking fall damage.
Okay. She's just gonna take her axe off her back. She's like, just hold Bonnie for a second, and then she jumps down.
Okay.
Can you roll me a stealth check to land stealthily?
Yeah. Took... Stealth. What is stealth? What is my stealth? I got a 10.
You're fine. I have cursed dice.
Yay!
So yeah, you land well. Everyone else also wants to go in?
Yeah, I'll follow.
I was going to say,
All
Cole
right.
looks at Aleks, but this time, seeing the fall that Yitri took, offers a hand out to sort of lift them down a little bit more gently.
I got a 22.
Oh,
I'm fine.
I'm not sacrificing
Alex
fucking
is
Yitri.
fine. I think Pierre at this point might also be fine if Cole is helping, because you would roll with advantage, and I don't know what you already rolled. Pierre on stealth.
Pierre won't wait for Koltrast to go up.
Okay.
But he will roll stealth. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Ro, if we do with advantage, I got a nat 20.
You have never seen a bard so elegant. Never seen a bard so elegant. And it is like you... Actually, I can actually say this because you are a college of... in College of Dance. I'm still a dancer. So you land in a perfect plie, and it's just the most beautiful way to enter your old school.
Cole is like completely aghast at seeing this happen. After everything else that's happened, he looks at this display of perfect stealth with a flourish and is like, whoa.
Whoa, sorry, just the difference between your voice and his is really funny.
Yeah. Because it's a nat 20, congratulations, you now have proficiency in ballet things, Zoe.
Yay!
Hey!
If you see your ballet teacher at some point, you will. You guys will have a good bond. So I feel like for Koltrast, it would be very easy to go in because you can fly. You can literally stop yourself from landing in any weird way, basically.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are in.
Oh, did you still need my roll?
Yeah, I do need your roll, Pierre.
That's a 14.
Pierre's still on the roof, like, I'm not going in.
You're still guys.
You know, Pierre,
Yeah.
it took you a moment. However, you get in it a bit more gracefully than Yitri.
She probably tripped a little bit.
Yeah, she tripped a little bit, and you just set your feet on the ground, and yeah, you are fine. Currently, you guys are not noticed by anything.
Amazing. Just to say it out loud, Cole is gonna start pulling down the skylight and then slip in underneath and land softly next to them.
Okay. So you guys are looking at this classroom that you can kind of imagine a science classroom be like. And on one
So we're in a classroom.
You are now in the classroom.
Okay.
On one side there are different types of plants, and there seems to be a little cage with a you can all kind of tell should be like this small sleeping animal, and there is one glass English words, vitrine, helprik.
Vitrine, Jesus Christus.
Alembic?
Like one of those things you put like a reptile
Oh,
in.
like
usually.
a
Oh, an atrium. Is it an atrium? No, actually, no. An atrium.
aquarium.
No, terrarium.
Terrarium.
Is
That's
that what we're looking for?
terrarium.
That's the
Yeah.
bitch.
Aha.
There we go. That's the one.
With probably a reptile in it or of some sort. And then there's another terrarium where you can kind of see these very small gelatinous cubes just kind of hopping around.
Oh, you didn't tell me we were in Minecraft.
Yeah, we're in Minecraft.
Placing blocks and shit.
Yeah, that is currently what you see. There's a door closer to the desk that would lead out into the building.
All right. Does anyone know this building?
Yes. And right now, we shouldn't touch anything.
Got it.
Why not?
Because this is a transmutation classroom.
Oh.
And I don't know what the last lecture was.
Oh dear.
Well, you're gonna have to lead the way. And he like gestures forwards for you to go.
I am currently thinking where
Okay.
we could go for the night.
Okay.
Because, like, I feel this classroom is a bit too dangerous to just, like, up and sleep in.
Oh, we're wanting to sleep in the fucking school.
I was gonna say Cole doesn't know that that's what you're thinking. He was like, okay, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get out, and then we're gonna find a hotel.
That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, if you go
I know,
with
I
your
know.
heart. You know, go with the gods, Zoe.
Okay, Alex, like, looks around the room. And then to the door. And it's like, well, I wouldn't stop in here. It's probably not the best place to rest, but I could get the door open and we can look for somewhere else to go.
We're still talking about resting. This is a job.
Yes. And it is a job that includes communicating with people. The last time I checked, there's no one here.
Just out of character, did you guys fill Cole in on who you guys need to find?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Not in Manchester, no.
No,
We kind of got distracted.
I'll be honest with you. Cole is trying to play an absolute blinder of a bluff game.
I love Cole.
But he has no idea what you're talking about or where to go, which is why he was like, right, who knows this building? You do. Right, you go.
I was literally under the impression that we were gonna go into the person's office for some
Just
reason.
wait till they arrive. Just be like, hello, morning surprise.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yitri's gonna first be because I'm pretty sure she handed her axe to Cole, so she's gonna just first be like, "Hey, can I have that back?"
Oh, okay. Sure. Cole was absent-mindedly holding your axe, just goes, here.
Thank you. Okay. So here's the thing. I agree with you. This is probably the worst room for us to be in right now. But also, do you know if there's like security guards like walking up and down the halls, like making sure no one's broken into the school? Because I feel like that's something we should probably like consider. Because yeah, we're here on a job, but they don't know that. They're just like, oh, these people broke in.
Do I know if they're security guards?
Yes, you do.
As in, I know there
Yes,
are
you
some,
do.
or I know the answer to that question?
There are at least 4 in
Okay.
every building.
Okay, no, that's
Oh,
great.
dear Lord.
Well, there are like, if they didn't change the routines, around 4 security guards in every building?
Okay.
Okay, so I don't think leaving is our best bet because we definitely look bad. We look like trespassers because we kind of are.
We
Not
are.
kind of, we are. We broke
Yeah.
into a building.
Yeah.
Yitri, keep your voice down.
Got it. Sorry. Broke into a fucking building.
Yes, we broke into a fucking building because we're on a job.
Yeah, because that's, okay, whatever. So what now? I mean, we could break through the door. Security guard could be there. We're not going to take out a security guard because, like, that's not very with the crown of us. Do you know, like...
It's fine. Alex over there said that they know this place and they know the security guard, so they have to know their routes and they have to know where they're going to be patrolling. Alex, it's all you.
Sorry, do you think I'm a spy?
What?
The only reason I know of the security guards is because I was a student here.
You are, at this point, you're telling me that you don't know this? We are having a conversation later. First, we've got to get through this. Now, come on.
Ooh.
Where are we heading?
I love that no one's telling Cole what to do.
No, I was just thinking, like, how to... Wait, okay, let me... And Cole, just, to make sure we're all kind of on the same page, what is this job that you keep talking about that we need to do in this school?
The same job that you're doing. Why are we having this conversation?
Right, but do you know what that is?
Yes, of course I do.
So you do know that we're here to talk with a teacher about information. With a teacher who's currently not here. That's why I suggested resting.
Yes. Yes, I knew that, and that's why I was suggesting that we move so that we can find their office. And you seem to know where that is.
I do know where the office is, right, Rover?
You do know where the office is,
Okay, perfect.
absolutely. This was your
Perfect.
teacher.
Yeah, perfect. Cole, I know how to get to the office. What do you want to do there?
Wait for our contact, obviously.
Right, so you want to sit there for hours, waiting for a teacher who does not know that we're here, or that we're coming.
No, I wanted to
Or
sit
that
there
we want
having
to
a
ask her
fucking tea
questions.
party. Now let's get
Well,
a
that's
fucking
great.
move on.
Can I have a perception check from everyone?
Oh. Are you fucking kidding? My dice rolled over something and it was a nat 20 and then it turned to a fucking 2.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That
It was
is-
almost a nat
that
20
is
and now it's
horrible.
2. Wait, what was the roll for?
Uh,
It was
I got a 6.
perception?
17.
Yep.
Okay, so I got a 3.
No, wait. 22.
22. Cole, from onto the roof that you guys just were, you can hear this tap, 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 tap of something actually, like, almost skittering along the roof. Give me a nature check. As you're a ranger, give me it with advantage.
Let's go! Oh, you revealed my deepest, darkest secret. My class!
I've revealed the secret.
Oh,
no! Whoa.
With advantage, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a 14.
It sounds awfully familiar to kind of like the skittering of a very large spider-like creature.
Hell no. Oh, hell no.
And as you hear it, it comes to a kind of stop. And then through the window, there is this... Okay, I'm gonna have to explain this. Think of a spider leg. However, take everything off it away. Keep just the bones. And there is this kind of very sharp bone going through the window. And it pulls back with a kind of shadowy image before it is just gone.
Oh
And
my
that is
god.
where we're going to end the episode.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god! What was that?
What was that?
Well, what that is remains to be seen. Bye-bye, everyone.
Fuck you, Rob.
Bye.
Bye.
Remains to be Seen is an original podcast created by Dyaflame Studios and licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 International License. Today's episode was produced by Jo Mendacium and edited by Mees Verkade Jo Mendacium. It starred Rick den Breejen as Pierre Ardoise, Mike LeBeau as Koltrast, Alyssa Roldan as Yitri Meadowtwirls, Zoe Emily as Aleksander Aintsworth, and Rover Elliott as the Dungeon Master. The intro and outro were composed by We Talk of Dreams, and the transcript was written by Kim van Tevelen. To get in touch with us and keep up to date with our antics, follow us on Instagram, Bluesky, and TikTok at Dyaflame Studios, or view our website at dyaflame.com. Check our show notes for additional credits, links, and transcripts.